Are you going to thrive in the uncertainty, or are you going to be defensive? So I take current examples. How many of you are conversant right now about the Japanese yen? What's happening? Raise your hands, please. Japanese. Read it. It's very important. It has depreciated roughly 20%. Now, it's news. It's here. That's not my purpose. Purpose I want you to think about. And you are very bright people. When I meet the doctors and the IT people, they are the brightest people you meet. All over the place. So as I take you through this is a very important part because I learned from practitioners like you, and that's what I do is teach. Japanese yen is roughly 20% depreciated. Who should be thinking? What is the impact and what uncertainty does it create? And then ask the question, which is more important, and that is, what was the catalyst that drove that change in the Japanese yen? The learning about uncertainty, and this is the most important point of my whole talk, is to be able to see the catalyst, pinpoint a catalyst, find the catalyst. That catalyst puts the spark plug and the change takes place. I'll go quickly with you, my view. We don't have 3 hours to go through discussion on this, but you can ask me questions. As the Japanese yen depreciates 20%, does it have any implications for the manufacturers of automobiles? Should they be waiting for their strategic plan, or should they be moving and meeting right now and saying, is there a bend in the road? Am I clear? India. If the Indian rupee and the Japanese yen exchange remains the same exchange rate, should the Korean manufacturers and marketers in India ought to be having their meeting right now and say what could happen to their market shares in the appliances in India? Am I clear? Think outside the box. Think at higher altitude. Take very something specific. Look at second order, third order, fourth order consequences. And these are verifiable things. This depreciation has taken place in the last 2 weeks. It's not over yet. It's not too late yet. Now, that's description. You know it. Work it through. That's not my point. The point is, what was the catalyst that drove that change? And that catalyst is the election of the new Prime Minister, Mr. Abe. Why the CEOs of major companies is spending time in Washington, in Tokyo, in other places, which I'll give you tools, is to see which way the geopolitical trend is moving, and then seeing if that catalyst takes place, what would be some of the outcomes. Is this making sense to the group here? In India, I'm not here. Is the selection or the election or the appointment of new finance minister in the last 8 months beginning to show any promise? Say yes? Catalyst. You may have a different opinion, and you should. It's the catalyst that a new finance minister, you know what I mean, new finance, he has been there before. But his behavior, his thinking going forward. So he goes to Singapore, he goes to London, and there he meets with his investors. Some of them are my clients. And they say, yeah, I see more confidence to create more FDI in India. Catalyst. Am I clear on the concept of catalyst? We can't forecast exactly what will happen, but you identify what the catalysts are. The second point I want to mention to you about in this whole uncertainty. If the uncertainty is very high, it's very volatile, it will reshape the external landscape. It will never be the same. If it reshapes the landscape, then you say, what does it mean for us? Then do we react? What do we do? So example I want to give you, this is hindsight. I'll give you some examples about the future. I'll go on the line with you. How many of you heard of Napster? Napster, you know what I'm talking about? You guys know this. Now I'm giving you real stuff here. It looks hindsight, but there is a learning here of the catalyst. Napster at the time I'm talking has been established. People in music industry are saying, we're going to kill them, we're going to file a lawsuit, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. So I have gone to make a presentation to the boardroom of a company called Seagram's. This is a Canadian company. Anybody heard of Chivas Regal? Chivas Regal? These guys owned it at that time. Now Mr. Malia owns it. And here in the boardroom, these are very big shots, and they're talking, Napster, we're going to get the lawyers, we're going to kill them. And Seagram's owned the world's largest music company called Universal. And they're talking, and they're talking, and they're talking, and then the whole thing dies down. And then one director says, he says, Edgar, no law will prevent a social change. Physical description, they got the files, you can download. That's physical. Social description, it gives freedom to the consumer. It helps connect people. Is that a minor change or a major change? It was all there at this point of time. No forecasting, no second guessing. It's all there. But who were observing it? Sony? Philips? Somebody outside the industry? And Steve Jobs looks at it. Now please note, you all know this. The MP3 was originally invented in Germany. Japanese picked it up. He saw an opening. He saw a landscape changing. He figures it out. From then on, how many industries changed? In those, how many thrived and how many disappeared? No technology is going to change anything unless you have a catalyst. You go to the history, it's the people who are the catalysts. And those catalysts create the uncertainty as you go forward.